Alright, what's up guys? So I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I did start to open this, but these are the Barrina T5 LED bulbs. I believe they're like 3'10". They advertise as 4 foot. But we're going to go ahead and install some of these in the garage and get this thing nice and bright with the garage door down, so I can work at night and have a fully lit area. I will insert some clips of just a little LED adapter I put in the bulb, just to show you how that itself changed the lighting in my garage. I'm just going one step farther with these. So let's open this up. And this is what the box is. Hope you can see that. And it's very simple to install. Pretty much plug and play. The only thing you do need is power. And one of the downfalls is that they come with like these connecting strips. They're only like 7 inches. And what I did discover is you can buy longer lengths, but of course that costs more because they have a special fitting that goes in each end that you can't just use any like a regular plug, and I'll show you that. See if you can see that. So you need that end to plug them to each other, and the ones that they come with, I'll show you one of those. Somewhere in here. I'll just take out a few of these. That's what they look like. And this is what connects one to the other. So you know that's about 7 inches. So that you know the lights will be really close together. You can buy 4 foot ones and 2 foot ones, I believe, to spread them out a little bit more. But that's one downfall. Now each one does come with its own plug, so you can wire them any way you want, as long as you have power. But if you want them in a strip, you're limited to how far apart they'll be, unless you buy longer connectors, I would call them, I guess. So these are the LEDs, pretty much. Very light, very bright. And like I said, I'll put a clip inside. And then you get, of course, the power cord with a switch. So I connect one of this to the first one, and then I just jumper the lights in with these. Unless you want separate areas, you could put a cord on every one, which they do provide, so that's pretty cool. But yes, here goes these. And I'll show you how I'm gonna set up my garage. I went ahead and added some power so I can set it up the way I want it. But we'll take a look at that. So this is pretty much my garage, excuse the mess. But that's how, you know, wide it is. It's about a 3-car garage. I can fit two cars right here comfortably and be able to get out and everything. I added that light. That's just a 5-to-1 like Amazon bulb, and then I put daylight LEDs in it. If you do put LEDs, make sure you get daylight and not like the soft white ones. So I do have a few strips under that cabinet, and I can show you those right now. But what I did for my power is I got, you know, I'll have receptacles right here, a set right here, and I'll have a set right here that I didn't finish yet. I didn't finish either ones, but so I'll have 3 light strips going this way, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll come off and come this way with maybe 1 or 2, and then I could do the same thing here, 1, 2, and then I'll have 3 coming this way. So pretty much I'll go all the way around from here to here, from here to there, and then from there back. And I do have an existing plug right here that I might put one just in the middle, going down the middle. I don't want any dark spots in the garage because I will be in here quite often. And I do have some in the back of there, under there where the fenders are, and I'll show you those. I have 3 of those right now. So I'll go ahead and show you these. And this is just rigged on the switch right now, right here. So that in the back under there, you can see the difference top to bottom is I have 4 LEDs, I believe, under there, the T5 ones. So let's take a look at that. So you can see how bright those are. You can see how far it casts off from back to front, you know. So these are pretty good LEDs. Pretty good LEDs. And you can also see them compared to the daylight LED bulbs. So they're way clearer, way richer, and just like a natural light. So they're awesome. Alright, so I got 2 of my plugs in. Got one there. And I got one there. And again, the reason why I'm putting 2 in is just to get a distance between the lights, so I won't have to have them at a set, you know, a set distance. I don't want them as close as they're going to be. So like I would use 3 right here, and then I would use 3 before I got to that side, and I would be short. So I would have to use 4 here, where I only want to use 3, so I can put that plug there. So, you know, just I did it to make up the distance, you know, so I can separate them a little bit. So I got those there. I just got to tie that in. I'm tying that into my power for my lights, which is all on the garage circuit, and then I'll start mounting these things. All right, so I'm about to measure out for the hardware. You get 2 small screws in this clip. Okay. So right here, this is what you get in each pack. You get a pack for each light. You get your clip, which is just snaps right into there. So you'll have, you know, here. You know, I go like 6 inches from each end. Those will be your clips. Those are your screws for them, which, I mean, they're not huge, but these lights are literally like, they weigh nothing. This is your cover if you don't have any power or anything going to an end, just for safety. And I haven't figured out what this is yet. It looks like a coupling, but I'm not sure. I think maybe, well, yeah. So you stick this in the light, and then you put the cover on this. So that's how you just cap off something if you're not using the end. So pretty much the last light will get this. You know, gotta go down like that, and then you'll stick this in the light just to protect it. Focus like that. So let's go ahead and mount these. I'm gonna measure them up, mount them. I mean, that's not a part of the review, but you know, we'll go ahead and do it. As you can see, I got the first one mounted, so this will kind of show you my plan a little bit more. I'll put the cord right here, plug it into the plug. I'll show you the mounts. Focus. So that's the mount right there, clips right in. These lights literally, they probably weigh a few ounces. So after that, I'll mount the second one, and I'll use the strip right here. So I'll show you the end. That's the end. I'll use the strip right here, hook that in. And they only go one way, I believe. Yep. So got that like that. I'll push that all the way in, and then I'll measure 6 inches from here, because this is where the light will stop. It's a little indentation right here. I'll measure 6 inches from here and make my next mark for my next light. So I'll do all that. You see what I did here. I'll do all this, and then I'll show you guys the results. All right, so I got this side up. I got all 3 up. You see it extends pretty much to the back of my garage. So that works out. You can see the spacing here. You know, it's only like 7 inches. That works out. So if I wanted to make this turn, I would only have 7 inches So really 3.5, because I would need it to 90 over that way to go this way, and I wouldn't want those that close. So that's why I got the plug. Now I can set that like over here somewhere, or even the plugs are pretty long. So you know, I can stretch these out, you know what I mean? So I can have this next light that's going this way, you know, 2 foot over if I wanted to. So that's a reason why I added power right there, just to get that separation, like I said. But not perfectly straight, but you know, they're good. My drywall is all messed up, as you can see, so. But it's the garage. First 3 up. Then I'll do, I think, 2 this way, and then 3 this way. I did have some extras from, this is my second kit. So I did 4 under here, as you've seen. I did the 4 under there, so I have 2 left. So maybe I'll do the 2 across and then the other 3 this way. So that's what I'll do. All right, so I got the 3 up, then I went across. Kind of had to finagle some stuff. I got 2 up right here. And then because I have this, you know, overhead space, so I couldn't put 1 right there. But that's cool. Now I'll just get the 3 going down this way, and I'll be done, man. Then we can light it up and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so we are pretty much done. So I got the 3 right here, like I said, excuse the music. I got the plug right here that will, those 2 will plug. And you see that gap? So if I use a connector, just the small connectors, I would have never been able to get that much gap there. So let's see. So we got that. Then we got the 2. And then we have the kind of awkward space because of this this little crawl space, not crawl space, but above ceiling space. And then we have another 3 right there. So finish those 3. So all we'll do is put these plugs in. So you got the plug, and this is the side that goes into the light. This is the side that plugs in. And here you got your switch. And that's it, man. So we'll plug this in and see how it looks. Like I said, I got 4 over here already. Under here, as you saw, they are awesome, man. Awesome. And this was just for this dead space over here. So if I got the car right here and I'm working on this side, you can see how bright it is. And that's what I went for. And then I seen how much I liked them, so I wanted the whole garage to be like that. So yeah, man. Like as you seen, I had to move the car to get to those lights. Get you a set of these if you in the cars, just these dollies that goes under the wheels. I literally just push this sideways. Check it out. That's one hand, push this sideways, got some room. Once I'm done, I'll push it back. All right, so let's see the finished product. All right, so everything's done and we are about to hook up the power. Now I am an electrician by trade, so what you want to do if you do want to do this is you want to cut the power off at the breaker. I would suggest that for anybody that is not trained in electrical. I could also just this starts my garage circuit, so I could push test on my GFCI and it will cut everything out. But I don't need to do that. I could just cut the switch off at the light. So one way to test, and there's nobody home with me, so nobody will come through the garage and turn on the light while I'm working on it. So you know, one way to test, you just hit the switch off and on. If you can verify that, you know it's off once you do that. So I am going to do this, and then once you get here, you always want to tie in your ground first, then your neutral, then your hot. And I'm just going to mount it, put it right on that lamp. I'm going to tie the ground in with the ground, you know, then neutral, then hot. If you're disconnecting, you want to take off your hot first, then your neutral, then your ground. So, you know, just a little insight on that. But we're about to hook this up to this, and this is going to feed everything else. And I did it at the light because I want it on the switch. So if I wanted constant power, I would have just done it from the power before the switch, but I want it, when I switch that on, all the lights will come on. And then if I don't want some on, I'll just use the actual switches that come with the light. So yeah, so I don't want constant power to these, because then if I want to turn them off, I'll have to go and turn them off individually. So I want switch power. So that's why I brought the wire to the light. So what I actually did was I went from the light to that set of receptacles to this set of receptacles. And that's how I ran the actual electrical wire, and I ran that above the ceiling inside of there. So I'm gonna tie this in and finally see the final results. All right, so here we have the before. Don't worry about the music. Woo. Bright in here, look at the floor, man. I love it, I love it. Man, I could probably get rid of that center light now. Alright guys, that's it, man. You could just, it's crazy. You can see anywhere I go, I have adequate lighting for the camera, for the vlog, which is awesome. Alright, man, so these are definitely a must buy. They were only 50 bucks, so I paid 100 for 12 cars outside, but I paid 100 for 12, and man, this, you definitely get your money's worth. So I would definitely recommend this. I just got these off Amazon, the Barrina T5 LEDs, daylight, okay? So I think it was 6,500 Kelvin, I believe, or 6,500 temperature. So yeah, if you like this video and you like cars, like, comment, subscribe, and peace. All right, so when you get your chase base kit, this is pretty much what you get.